Hi Taurus, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for November. I hope you're doing well. I am going to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Taurus out there, so just take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the monthly readings are predictive, so we're going to go all the way like 4 weeks into advance. So if it's not resonating now, it could resonate later. We're going to start with your current energy, and we're going to look at November week by week, all the way to the end of November. As always, Taurus, don't force yourself into a reading that's just not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of Taurus? What would you like Taurus to know for November? All right, Taurus, you're starting out with the Three of Cups, and it is crossed by the Three of Wands. So a lot of you guys are going out. This is a time of celebration, partying. Perhaps you started dating. Maybe you're just going out with friends or family. There's something here you're waiting for, though. You're waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for either that perfect person or to meet somebody, but you're waiting. Let me see what is happening in the recent past. The Devil in reverse. Yeah, you could have just recently exited a relationship here that was very toxic. Or you may have cleared up some kind of toxic issues within yourself. It's a card of recovery, though, in the recent past, which explains why you're out celebrating with friends. Let me see why all this is happening. Why is all this happening for Taurus? Yeah, there was an ending, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. It was a loss, though. It was a loss of a long-term connection. There could have been finances involved with this. Yeah, your money might be a little tight right now. I do feel like there was, it was toxic, though, and you exited it in order to get out of that toxic behavior. So let me see what's on your mind. Show me what Taurus is thinking about. Page of Swords in the reverse. You may feel like somebody has concealed things from you. This would be somebody you're likely not talking to, but it's an energy of feeling like things have, have been hidden from you, Taurus. Let me see what's happening in November for Taurus. Show me November for Taurus. Eight of Cups reversed. You're having a difficult time walking away from something. Yeah, you're having to wait to walk away from something, to exit a situation that is toxic or was toxic. It's an ending that's trying to happen here. Could have involved some third-party energy. You're unclear about when you're going to be able to fully come out of this situation. Let me see. Show me how Taurus is showing up. Queen of Cups in the reverse. A situation that you were once loving and nurturing. You've pulled back your feelings and emotions. Yeah, I feel like you've built a wall around your heart. Show me the energy coming towards Taurus. All right, the energy coming towards you is the Lovers in reverse. You could have a Gemini approaching you, or this could be somebody that you've had an ending with, possibly even a soulmate. Spirit's advice has to do with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. This has to do with a situation that wasn't moving forward, something that you were feeling stuck in. There was no progress. Your outcome at the end of the month is the Eight of Swords. It's going to be dealing with something that has been causing you a lot of anxiety, and we'll have to clarify to see what's going on with that. Because again, I'm getting that energy of not quite knowing what exactly you want to do, but really thinking about it a lot. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Wands in the reverse. This is underlying energy. It's the energy of feeling like something here is not working out. It's not being successful. There's a sense here of you not being recognized for what you're bringing to the table as well. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Three of Cups here for Taurus? Page of Wands reversed. you're keeping a lot to yourself. You're waiting to reveal something. You're waiting to discuss something. Some of you might be going out, but you're not really, you're going out with friends, it looks like, but you're not really open to new love at this time. There's a reason though. It's because you're waiting, because you're not able to fully come out of something. You could be dealing with somebody that is a bit immature, somebody that is, you know, kind of bratty when things don't go their way. Let me see, why is the Three of Wands here? The Chariot, Page of Pentacles. Ooh, and there's the Eight of Cups. So you're waiting. You're waiting to move forward. Some of you are going to physically move. And some of you are moving forward, making an offer to someone else or receiving an offer from someone else. But see, going into November, there's something is keeping you from moving forward the way you want. I see you actually, you know, you're waiting to do that. There's something here that you're keeping things to yourself. You're moving in silence. And I feel like it could be for some of you finances. You're waiting to get the finances to move forward. But there's a situation here that is not successful, a long-term situation, and you're planning to end that, but you're having to wait. Show me the Devil in reverse. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, possibly. No? Okay, so there was an established foundation here. There was some sort of a contract between you and this person. You may have been married to this person, or it could have been a soul contract. But I feel like you're trying to just go along to get along right now. Yeah, because you don't want to deal with a toxic person. You don't want to deal with a toxic situation. Why is the Ten of Coins in reverse? So you're waiting to make a big move of some sort. Gosh, Ten of Coins in reverse is clarifying the Ten of Coins reverse. So you've decided this is done. This is over. Yeah, you're taking the loss here and you're moving forward. And some of you, it could even be a financial loss, but it's like you don't care. Let me see why the Page of Swords is here in reverse. Four of Coins. You're guarded with somebody. You're guarded with somebody here, Taurus, because you don't feel like they're telling you the truth, or that they could be lying by omission. So you feel like you have to hold on to, you know, you have to guard yourself. This is somebody that you may have held on to for too long, or you're thinking it might be too long at this point, but now you have to protect yourself. You have to guard yourself here. So I feel like you could be holding on to a grudge as well. If this person lied to you and you found out, or this person, you know, lied through omission, thought you wouldn't know, you found out and you're holding on to a grudge. I can see that as well. Let's look at November. Show me November for Taurus. Show me November for Taurus. All right, Taurus, we have the Hierophant. We have the Five of Swords. Four of Swords. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Ace of Cups. Ten of Cups. The Magician reversed. The Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Cups reversed. Got two knights that are battling there. Interesting. All right, so I am seeing, Taurus, that going into the month of November, you're trying to exit a situation. You're trying to leave a situation, and it possibly could be with somebody that you feel like is, you know, bratty when things don't go their way. So you might be having to really watch your tongue. Really, because I feel like you're kind of moving in silence here. there is a sense here of this being a long-term connection. It was an established foundation, and it is ending, and you are very decisive about it ending, but there's something, it could be finances, I'm not sure, but there's something that's keeping you from moving forward, you know, at the very beginning of the month. So you're having to kind of keep it to yourself. You're having to kind of be quiet about it. But you know, in the first week of November, I see you kind of stepping into your power. It looks like you could be getting advice from somebody, but I definitely feel like you're stepping into your power and you're going to fight for what it is that you want. I also feel like some of you are dealing with somebody who doesn't fight fair. They withdraw communication in order to try to manipulate. So be aware of that. I don't see you falling for it, though. I really don't. I feel like in the second week, you go into silence with somebody here. Somebody who is very arrogant, somebody who doesn't fight fair. They don't care who gets hurt. They just say mean and hateful things. This is somebody that I feel like they're not in a good place. And you're aware of it, but you don't want to be in a bad place with them. So I do feel like you kind of withdraw. You take a break from this person. It could be a physical break. It could just be emotional, but it comes after conflict. In the third week, I feel like you by the middle of the month, you're feeling a little stuck. You're feeling stuck because you're dealing with this person who's kind of a jerk. They're difficult to deal with. They're antagonistic. They're hateful in the things that they say. They're unkind. And so I feel like you're kind of stuck, so you choose silence, basically. Now, in the third week, there's love here and happiness. Yeah. So I don't know if you've met somebody, because some of you are dating. I don't know if you've met somebody or, you know, it looks like it. It looks like you've either met somebody or decided to move towards somebody, because for some of you, this is a new person in your life. And I do feel that there is definitely, in the third week, love and happiness. And like you feel like you're on cloud 9 in that third week. It's beautiful energy. It's the energy of bliss. So I do love that for you. It could possibly be with a Gemini. But I am, and it's funny because you have a Gemini moving towards you, but I do feel that there is something in this energy in the fourth week that it doesn't quite manifest the way you want it to, because you have two knights that are at war here. You have the truth battling with a lack of emotion. And that's causing a disruption in the manifestation. So I feel like you've got somebody that is coming towards you, speaking a truth, but not speaking it kindly. There's a harshness to this truth. And this feels like a different energy from the energy of this bliss. So I almost feel like you're trying to move forward with somebody else, Taurus, and somebody's going to speak a harsh truth to you. A very harsh truth. And it could in some way affect your happiness in this other situation. Let me look at your energy. Show me the how it is that Taurus is showing up. Yeah, be careful, because somebody could be coming in to talk to you, Taurus, at the end of the month in that fourth week, and they might be trying to manipulate you. They might be using their harsh words to manipulate you. And I feel like it's whoever you were dealing with initially up here. I don't feel like it's this feeling of bliss and joy that that feels like two different energies. All right, so in your energy we have, I'm clarifying, is the Ace of Swords reversed. We have the Three of Swords, and we have the Five of Pentacles reversed. So I feel like you've kind of pulled your feelings and emotions back to some degree. You are being extremely choosy, but there's like this wall around your heart because you feel like you have been lied to. I see a lot of pain here. You've had a broken heart. But towards the end of the week, there is a chance to recover everything that has been lost, whether that comes through a reconciliation or comes through a new relationship. So I can see you forming this wall around your heart, and I can see why. It's because of heartbreak and dishonesty. Yeah, but I see at the end of the month, there's this opportunity to recover what's been lost. So let's see the energy coming towards you. Show me the energy coming towards Taurus in November. All right, we have the 8 of Coins. We have the 8 of Wands reversed. And we have the Page of Cups reversed. All right, so the energy that's coming towards you is somebody that you did have an ending with. For some of you, you may work with this person. You don't have to, though. But I do feel like this person has not been communicating. There's been a lack of communication. I feel like either you blocked them or they blocked you. But this is somebody that wants to come in. And I do feel like they're not going to be wearing their heart on their sleeve. This is somebody, you may have chosen to go in another direction, Taurus. Or you feel like they did. But they want to work things out with you. They want to work things out. They want to, to come in and communicate. But I feel like they feel blocked. They feel like you're blocking them, that you're not giving your heart the way you used to. And you're not. I see that with the Queen of Cups here in the reverse. But here's the thing, is that they're not coming in that way either. I feel like this is whoever comes in at the end of the month. It's almost like they're looking at you having the possibility of love elsewhere, and they come in to just throw a monkey wrench in it. That's what I feel like is happening. Show me Spirit's advice for Taurus. That was very strange. I felt like a card flew, but I don't know where, it didn't show up. All right. So Spirit's advice, we have Two of Swords, the Strength card, Knight of Pentacles reversed again, Queen of Swords, and we have the 7 of Coins. So Spirit is saying there's a situation here that you've been feeling kind of stuck in, unable to move forward. Spirit is saying in order to move forward from this, you have to be very decisive. You have to make clear-cut decisions, and you have to have the courage to do so. There's a need for you to work on yourself, especially revolving things that are not moving forward, that are stuck, that are situations where somebody is not truly offering you anything. There's an indication here that you need to be patient with self, but invest in the things that are going to bring a return to you, not things that keep you stuck. And in order to do that, you have to basically have good boundaries. There's a need for good boundaries. All right, so let's see. Let's see your outcome. I feel like that's the person in the past that you're dealing with here, that Spirit's basically guiding you to have those boundaries. All right, we have the 9 of Coins reversed. We have the Death card. And we have Judgment in the reverse. All right, so, and it's clear, all of this is clarifying the 8 of Swords. So by the end of the month, you have a lot on your mind, Taurus. You have a lot on your mind. I do feel like this was a codependent relationship. I also feel like a lot of you guys are feeling a deep sense of loss in this connection. And some of you are wondering, did you make a bad judgment call with this person here from the past? So it really looks like when this person comes rushing in, they're going to be rather harsh in how they come in, because they're not coming in with feelings and emotions. They're coming in harshly to communicate with you. And I feel like it's going to spell the end of this connection, but not before it gives you, truly a lot of concern, a lot of anxiety. because it's going to be like, it's going to make you feel a sense of loss in the connection. And I do feel like this person is being a little bit manipulative. There's a codependent energy here, and they're tapping into that. And that's what's causing the anxiety for you. Now, that being said, I do feel like you are going to end this connection. You're going to have the opportunity to reunite with this person. I feel like, and I see that in your energy here, but this has been somebody that has been extremely toxic to you. This is somebody that has broken your heart at some point with their lies, with their, you know, the conflict, with the way that they handle you, with the way that they approach you. And I feel like at the end of the day, it's a judgment call for you, and I feel like you're going to stress about it a lot, but at the end, I feel like you're going to say, no, I'm not getting back together with you. This is over, and it's done. It's finally done. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. Now, that is underlying energy, and it does indicate that there is confusion here. There's options, trying to figure out what it is that you need to do. How do you need to approach this, you know? So there's a lot of going back and forth, a lot of thinking, a lot of obsessing, but it looks like it's a pretty big decision that you're making as well. And you just want to be successful. You want to make a decision that is, you know, in your best interest. I don't feel like you're dealing with somebody here in the past that's going to make it easy, but I do feel like you may have somebody new that is coming into your energy that you could be very happy with. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, Taurus. Show me advice for Taurus. Advice for Taurus. All right, Taurus, you have, make a wish. Well, I like that. Let's see what we have, Taurus. Give me a second. All right, it says, now is the time to stop all you're doing and take a moment to deeply, creatively, fervently imagine what it is you would most like to bring to life within your world. Dare to dream and to wish and to know what it is that you want. For if you do not define it for yourself, my dear one, you can be sure that you will be as a leaf in the stream, and you will be taken in the direction and towards the outcomes that others decide for you. Now is the time to take your own destiny back into your hands and make a wish, just as you did when you believed, when you were a child, before the world of adults and their jaded practicality made you shrink into yourself, only asking for a little in order to avoid disappointment. This dragon friend of the kitsune has opened the gates for you now, my friend. And in this moment, this dragon invites you to make a wish, to be daring in your wish, to go back into the true heart of yourself and peel back the layers until you find the dream that your most authentic self has kept alive for you. And bring it forth now. Do not diminish yourself, my dear one, for there are thousands of others in the world who will line up to stunt your passions. Be your own hero. Stand beside yourself and make a wish now. In this moment, for this cosmic gateway will not stay open forever. And be, my dear one, as the Grail, turned upwards, ready to receive, for even the most holy of vessels cannot hold blessings unless it is upright. Be receptive and believe in your own good fortune and this moment of blessing, and do not delay in sending your wish forth into the golden heart of the great and mysterious universe, who is, in this moment, allied with your energy. Whew, that's powerful, Taurus. So make a wish. All right. I hope this has been helpful for you. If you've resonated with this reading, Taurus, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype the channel if you have the opportunity. Until I see you guys in your next reading, Taurus, know that you are loved, and namaste.